A very good afternoon to our galaxy of intellectuals, distinguished guests, and dear participants who have joined us in person and online. We are gathered here for the 5-day International Faculty Development Program on Teaching, Learning, and Research with AI in Language Studies. And so we are honored to and privileged to felicitate our chief guest today and our resource person, Professor K. Srinivas. We extend our sincere gratitude and request you to kindly accept this small token of appreciation and love from Amity University, Rajasthan. With much pleasure, I would request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to begin with the first session for today. Session that is to be on AI in education.
उससे कैसे जाएगा ये? उससे जून 20 से लैपटॉप क्यों भिजवाया मैंने? तो उन्होंने अभी दिया था अभी। उससे सेंड अप नहीं कर रहे लैपटॉप में फिर मैंने कोई चीज को लॉगिन करें। साइड में हाँ सर हाँ सर अगर आपकी मेल आईडी ओपन कर दी चैट से तो करके रखना आपकी मेल आईडी जूम कर दो नहीं जो जूम से मेल आईडी तभी हो जाएगा। मेल आईडी तो खुला हुआ है ना आउटलुक। हाँ सर सही जी फोन IT नहीं हाँ सही है सर सॉरी jpr.mit.edu ईमेल आईडी में लिंक आ गया। जी VC सब डाउन हो रहा है क्योंकि लिंक में रजिस्टर किया है आप डाउन कर दूँ एजेंट फॉर अवेलेबल हाँ रजिस्टर एजेंट फॉर अवेलेबल हाँ सर प्लीज सर अब एजेंट फॉर jpr.mit.edu आप कर दो हाँ सर रिफ्रेश करूँ हाँ सर एजेंट फॉर हाँ सर jpr.mit.edu हाँ सर लिंक नहीं आ रहा है। ये आया नहीं अभी। अभी नहीं आया सर।
अभी तो पूछ लो मगर ईमेल उसके पास खुला है।
हाँ सर हाँ सर आया नहीं अभी सर। अभी नहीं आया। जी जी नहीं आया। अपडेट हो रहा था अभी सर, आने में टाइम लग रहा है इसको। जैसे करो सर, लिंक लिंक को ना सर मेरे को व्हाट्सअप कर दो तो मैं अपना व्हाट्सअप खोल लेता हूँ। मेरे मेरे व्हाट्सअप पे कर दो नंबर, ठीक है सर। मेरे को व्हाट्सअप कर दो सर, मेरे लॉगिन पे व्हाट्सअप कर दो मेरे पर। ठीक है सर। ओके सर।
अरे यार
सर
व्हाट्सएप करोगे
जी सर अपना
लोड होगा।
जी सर अपना कर दिया मैंने सर। हो गया सर।
अरे आप जूम में लॉग इन कर दो ना मुझे सीधे से।
सब
और
लिंक
क्या करना है?
सब लिंक लो।
लिंक तो आएगी जूम में। वो साबू से पूछ लो मेल आईडी में और जूम में लॉग इन कर दो। व्हाट्सएप अपलोड होके कितनी देर लगेगी ये तो।
हाँ जी सर। हाँ सर वो एक बार ही करा था वो। कोई नहीं सर, हो गया सर। हाँ सर कर दिया सर। मीटिंग आईडी क्या है इसकी? सर मीटिंग आईडी क्या है? मीटिंग आईडी नहीं आ रहा था, मीटिंग आईडी मांग रहा है जॉइन मीटिंग के लिए। 822021596758। ठीक है सर, पासवर्ड नहीं मांगेगा सर? हाँ सर जॉइन सभी रजिस्ट्रेशन के लिए पूछ रहा है सर। सर मेल आईडी को नहीं, मेल आईडी को लिंक आने जा रहा है सर, टाइम लग रहा है उसमें। सर ये अपडेट अपडेट लग रहा है ना, आया नहीं है। ठीक है सर। कोई नहीं सर की आईडी पे सर का लैपटॉप टाइम लगेगा ना इसलिए है। तो कोई नहीं सर का मैं चालू अपना अपना लगा देता हूँ, ठीक है ना। मैं करता हूँ, ठीक है ना। ठीक ठीक। तो टाइम ले रहा सर के में तो फिर जूम में कोई लिंक हो नहीं रहा उसमें।
If somebody wants to come, we'll do something. 560.
Only those who will sit in the entire FDP in all the sessions should be here. Don't sit because your VP is standing here. No need for any formality, right? जो आ गया वो फंस गया काम। If someone wants to leave, I'm okay with that.
नहीं, मैं चेयर लगा रही हूँ, आपको बोला तो five six.
तो जूम का मैं लिंक तो लेके आता हूँ।
कोई जाना घूमते ही है भारी। 150 लोग लॉग इन है। उनके लिए सेशन का
ईमेल आई ईमेल आई
नहीं आएगा, सीधे सीधे जूम लॉग इन करो, मीटिंग कोड और वो आईडी डालो,
ठीक है।
एंटर करो।
अभिषेक जी वहाँ दो बस ठीक है।
सर वो जूम का जो लिंक आया ना, उसकी आईडी पासवर्ड,
चलो ये हटाओ।
ठीक है ना, जूम की आईडी जो पासवर्ड है ना वो होता है ना सर, जूम की आईडी सर का जूम लॉगिन करना है ना, तो मेल आई है ना उसकी।
क्योंकि जूम में कैसे जाएगा फिर, अगर इससे मैं जूम करूंगा
हम व्हाट्सएप बोल रहे फटाफट।
कैसे जाएगा?
ठीक है सर, क्या सर की आईडी बन नहीं रहा, जूम आईडी था, जूम आईडी क्या था तो बस, जूम आईडी पासवर्ड, लिंक लिंक तो है, लिंक तो रजिस्टर कर दिया, लेकिन सर को मेल आया नहीं है वो, ये है तो जूम आईडी पासवर्ड, सर की आईडी खोला भाई, 820215 बराबर आईडी। हाँ सर,
अंदर चले दो। अच्छा जी इधर का सीट पर
हेलो हेलो, हाँ जी, जूम आईडी वगैरह ना,
आप आपके पास 5 दिन एफडी अटेंड करने का टाइम है।
इसको फटाफट भेज देता है सर।
जी बिल्कुल, या जो बैठा हो वो पूरे 5 दिन बैठेगा, नहीं तो काम करे। मेरे को आप नहीं बिठाना, 5 दिन एडमिशन कौन करेगा?
हमको बुला देना है ना। अगर दिखाओ चले गए सुनो समझ
820215 2159 सर,
2159
6758
67
58। सर की आईडी भेजना वीसी बात पे, वीसी और नहीं सर की आईडी भेजिए, एक देने वाली उसको भेजना।
अरे वो नहीं होगा इसमें, आप देखो इसमें सब एजेंट ये
ये सर आपकी आईडी,
क्या करना है इसमें?
आपकी आईडी को हम फॉरवर्ड कर देंगे, ज्वाइन करना है।
इससे ज्वाइन करना,
नहीं इसमें मेल नहीं आएगी आपकी।
उसमें नहीं आएगी मेल भाई। साबू को मैंने यहाँ बुलाया है तो क्या कर रहा है?
एक बार आप यहाँ तो आना, एक बार सर।
Akita, please see for chairs.
हेलो सर, इनके सभी आईडी में ज्वाइन कर रहा हूँ, रजिस्टर मांग रहा है, तब मैं रजिस्टर करूँ फुल करके मेरा
रजिस्टर तो हो चुका है,
रजिस्टर
वो
हो
दो
चुका है,
बार मेल आ गया
रजिस्टर हो चुका है,
लॉगिन,
लेकिन
इसमें आउटलुक नहीं अपडेटेड है ना, तो ये नहीं खुलेगा इसमें। साबू को पूछो, लिंक नहीं आएगा इसमें, इसमें है ही नहीं आउटलुक। आप नॉर्मल ज्वाइन करा दो ना मुझे,
तो क्रोम पे
मीटिंग आईडी से ज्वाइन नहीं होता है क्या?
तो मीटिंग आईडी रजिस्ट्रेशन आ गई सीधा।
रजिस्ट्रेशन होता है, फिर लिंक आती है ऐसे।
हाँ सर,
इसमें तो आउटलुक खुलेगा नहीं, अब ये रजिस्टर करेंगे, इट इज एन ऑनलाइन सेशन, कैसे होगा?
कैसे करूँ अपनी मेमोरी कर लेते हैं,
या तो फिर क्रोम में खोलो, आउटलुक अपडेट होना था। खोल दीजिए, लॉगिन कर दिया। माउस भी भेजा था मैंने, वो माउस ये नहीं चाहिए, माउस चाहिए। बाद में मुझे ब्राउजर भी शेयर करना रहेगा तो वो भी
हो जाएगा सर।
आप यही पढ़ना। दीपा मैडम ही पानी पिला सकती है वीसी का।
शेयरिंग करना है सर उसको। जी।
तो शेयरिंग नहीं हुई। शेयर फुल स्क्रीन। अभी फुल स्क्रीन क्यों नहीं है? हो गया, हो गया, ठीक है। हाँ तो आ नहीं रहा। Okay, thank you so much. Finally, we are here. Good afternoon, everyone. Right, so it is a hybrid session, so I'll have to keep looking at the camera also so that I can address 100 odd participants who have joined online, as well as towards all of you also. So, first of all, let me congratulate the entire team of Amity School of Languages, Dr. Deepa Chakravarti, and all the faculty members for organizing this FDP. I appreciate and express my gratitude to uh, AIU for facilitating establishment of an academic and administrative development center at Amity University, Rajasthan. And I appreciate and congratulate our director HR, who also happens to be the head of Amity Staff College, or the Amity Academic and Administrative Development Center, supported by AIU. So maybe we can have a good round of applause for all of them, and that will also help us to channelize the energy back. I apologize for slight delay. All right, we are doing an FDP on use of technology, basically AI in education, and probably this is how we should take AI and the technology, with a caveat that it may fail at any point of time. Very recently, all of you would have read and heard that there are a lot of companies uh, who are firing people because of use of AI. You would have heard about Cognizant firing 10,000, or TCS firing 10,000, or Amazon, Google. We have heard a lot about that. Okay. And at the same time, we have also heard that there are a couple of companies that have lost millions and sometimes billions of dollars because of use of AI, because they got highly dependent on agents, which are basically agentic AI agents. And when entire business operation is managed by AI without any guardrail, there is every possibility that in a bank, a lot of transactions are automatically approved by the AI agent. And those transactions were actually filled in by the cyber criminals or cyber frauds, right? And that is what has happened earlier. In our good old days, we will go to a bank, the banker will verify, look at our face, match the photograph, match the signature. Those things used to happen. But today, a lot of transactions are processed with the help of what we call as robotic process automation, RPAs, even in banks and all, right? So there is a big debate that is happening on use and benefits, as well as misuse and disadvantages of AI in particular. Now, in this FDP, we thought that we will focus on equipping our teachers and our faculty members with the latest and advanced tools, that how AI could be an advantage when it comes to the teaching learning processes, when it comes to being a good researcher, when it comes to publishing or submitting your funded projects. There are a lot of use case applications that we find. But at the same time, there is also a debate that the kind of layoffs that we have seen because of AI, will it happen in education also? Because if AI can replace a lot of software engineers, can it replace a lot of teachers? And there are a lot of universities in the country also claiming to be the digital only, or the first AI university, or the best AI university in the country, in the world, and so on and so forth. So let's try to put this debate to rest and try to see and evaluate that how AI can actually complement your teaching learning processes, how AI can actually become a supporter. If not, we call it as a agent, the terminology that is used in AI, but we may call it as a teaching assistant that might be readily available. Earlier, only in some of the very niche and premium institutions like IITs and IIMs and Harvard and Oxford, faculty member had that privilege that they used to have teaching assistants. So a teacher or a faculty will come into the class, will do the teaching, do the explanation part, but at the same time, there will be a lot of TAs and RAs who will support him in the teaching evaluation, in creating the quizzes, in conducting those quizzes, in taking the exams, right? Similarly, there were research assistants who will, do the odd job of kind of arranging the data, creating the charts. The broad research design is prepared by the professor, but these research assistants or research associates will help in compiling the data, analyzing the data, making the graphs and charts, right? Sometimes they will also help in preparing the initial draft or the manuscript. They'll help in the citations, because even citing a paper used to be a big deal. The very first day when we went for our PhD program, the one full day was spent on understanding the citation formats, how APA differs from MLA and how MLA differs from IEEE or Harvard format, right? And a lot of training. I mean, one professor, entire day, the citation handbook was shared with us, and then that citation was taught that, okay, if you are citing a paper, how you will do it, if you are citing a book, how you will do it, all those things. Now in today's world, all those tools, all those assistants are basically available with the help of technology. So that is what my focus today is. I'm not a very technically updated person as a faculty, but I see things from the top, being head of the university, and I see a lot of applications of AI in education that will become the way we all shifted from the OHP based transparency. Anyone who has prepared the OHP transparencies or studied with OHP transparencies, right? So at least 20% of us have seen that. That what it means is that remaining 80%, they have not seen what a OHP projector or a OHP transparency is, right? So the way all of us adopted from OHP to PowerPoint presentations, and today also the entire delay was because we are highly dependent on PowerPoint. I can't explain, the use of a tool without a PowerPoint or without sharing my screen. So in similar manner, it is very much possible and likely that AI will also become a part and parcel of a teacher's life, right? And the way, if you are doing a faculty interview, I do, 15 days in a month, I'm busy with faculty recruitments and interviews. And will you hire a faculty who doesn't know how to prepare a PowerPoint presentation or how to prepare a Excel report or, how to type one's own manuscript of a research paper on Word? You'll not hire. That is, this is, and every possibility is there that a few years or maybe few months down the line, you won't hire a faculty if they don't know how to use AI tools. Right. And I hope I'm not exaggerating that. We have seen this becoming part of each and every organization, becoming part of each and every function. Okay. So given that backdrop, and with all the formalities of appreciating and expressing gratitude to all the participants. Let me start with what my perspective, what my take on AI for education is. And I'll be talking about some very basic, simple tools. In fact, this is the very first session. So definitely, I would not like all of you to bombard with a lot of information and give you very high-end advanced tools. But let's start with something very basic. Okay, so how many of you have come how many of you are not faculty members of AUR? Okay, so and out of how many of you are faculties in some other institutions? Good, sir. So if you can briefly, quickly introduce yourself. Uh, which branch? Architecture. Okay. So good. So it was a good opportunity being a PhD scholar, joining the coursework, and you are getting a wonderful workshop. I just met Professor K. Srinivas. What a wonderful resource person he is. He has delivered hundreds of sessions. So I am only giving an introduction or kind of a trailer of what is likely to follow in next 5 days as far as the AI is concerned. Let's get started. So we'll have some discussion, very brief on AI. Someone might be just a starter on AI. As on date, we have a couple of research scholars also. In fact, they are very new to academics itself, to the field of academics. Some of you would have worked in industry, I can see, and now you have decided to join the PhD program. So the entire field of academics is quite new to you. Role and importance, AI in education will move to the specialized advanced AI, which we call as Gen AI. We'll look at some of the applications. It's not that it is useful only in education. But it is useful in so many other domains. It is used in a big way for medical technology. We see a lot of robotic surgeries happening, right? There is every likelihood that most of the doctors will be replaced if we go by that trend. We have seen the entire LASIK and all these eye surgeries and dental implants and a lot of things happening. Coronary artery disease, when we do the stents and bypass surgeries and all, entirely done by robotics only, right? And there is a very heavy use of AI in that, and some hands-on, some demonstrations. Not much time left on how better you can use Chat GPT, Perplexity, or DeepSeek, or Grok, or Claude. Will not go to the Claude because mainly useful for people who are in software or IT. How many of you are computer science PhD scholars? Computer science or IT? Anyone? No? Okay, good. I'm relieved because you would have got me. नहीं नहीं sir, ये तो इससे better तो इस तरीके से हो जाता. The field is evolving in a big way. So something probably that I learned before 1 month might become old and redundant today. That's the reality. In fact, GPT has, I think this is which one? Fifth generation? 5.5. Right. So, this evolution has happened in, I think, 2 years' time. In 2 years, we have seen 4 generations changing, 4 versions or 5 versions changing. So this is what the field of AI is all about. And let's see. So the senior colleague says, I'm going to complain against you to the dean. So, but why? What did I do? The junior faculty is saying. Senior colleague, you make all these social media videos of how to create content using AI. My students are using these methods and doing all the assignments. Now, that's a dilemma that all of us as a faculty face, right? But surely you can detect AI content. So चोर होता है तो पुलिस भी होती है. So if there are ways and means of bypassing the system and creating assignment, there must be the ways and means of detecting that fat chance after you taught them how to humanize AI content using another AI. So, you first create a research paper or an assignment using AI, then ask the second AI. So you do it using ChatGPT, you ask Perplexity to revise it and humanize it, right? And then paraphrase, you ask to third platform to paraphrase it. So what was initially created by GPT, humanized by maybe Perplexity, and now you ask Grow to paraphrase that also. So come on, don't be stressed. Why don't you take a Viva to confirm their knowledge? So maybe we all need to now assess our pedagogical tools and our evaluation methods in the age of AI. And in fact, this happened with us as management professors and management faculty. We were very highly dependent on case studies, right? And with the internet era itself, what happened that whatever case we will use, there are standardized cases, there are IV cases, there are Harvard cases, European case clearing house cases, and Ahmedabad cases. So there are 4 or 5 major libraries. You will basically pick up cases from there only. You will give it to the class will make presentation. Now, over a period of time, everyone has solution to these cases. So we face that same difficulty. So it's not new. It keeps on happening in the field of education. As a teacher, as a faculty, we need to revive ourselves, update ourselves, and prevent ourselves from becoming redundant. But many of us would have got redundant the day OHP was removed. But we upgraded. We learned. All teachers are continuous learners. That's the reason we do a lot of FDPs. And that's the reason I said when we are doing FDP for our faculty members and teachers, why not the future teachers who are sitting here as our research and PhD scholars? So that was the point. Okay, senior colleague, I'm stressed. I don't know how to evaluate student work anymore because there are challenges. There is a limitation. If you take exam in a Viva mode, at least you will take 15-20 minutes of Viva of every student, right? Now my computer science faculty and my management and my law and biotech faculty will say, sir, we have 300 students. So 1 month will be taking the Vivas only. And for how many courses? On an average in a BTech program, there are around 7 or 8 courses that we have. So fine, the junior says that if you don't know how to evaluate, why don't you ask AI? So fine, the senior colleague looks at the younger ones and leaves. So it never happened. I found it on LinkedIn, but I found this discussion very, very interesting. Okay, and that probably prompted me to learn something on it and conduct this session or take this session. Always remember, when we do a FDP, it is very difficult to teach people of our age. Okay, and my participants are also of similar age. I'm also not that old. Okay, so let's have sharing of ideas. Let's have sharing of some knowledge and information, and probably some new thing will come forward. So from the point of view of a technologist, it's not just about technology enhancement anymore. It is about crafting a future where AI amplifies our collective potential for meaningful and impactful change. So can it supplement? Can it help? And getting upskilled, join hands with AI and you will progress more than earlier. Do you all agree to that? Is it a necessity? Right? I'm asking this question to all my online participants also. Yes, if it is a need of the hour. So, as soon as Gen AI made its entry, the fear monger exceeded the people who appreciated the technology. So there is a lot of fear mongering happening, and fear of a robotic apocalypse where entire world is taken over by robots, right? And there are a couple of movies also, but we had those kind of movie in our generation also. Terminator 1, 2, 3, 4, that was all about, and Matrix was all about use of technology and use of AI. uh, uh, so there are serious issues. It really captures senior colleagues' dilemma. It's a complex issue. What potential solution or strategies might help educators navigate this landscape of AI assistant uh, content creation? That is what our focus is. And this image is also generated by Gemini. Okay, so let's try to understand what exactly AI is all about, how it started, what happened in previous generations. So AI refers to simulation of human intelligence. Today morning, I got delayed by few minutes here also. Today is also National Technology Day, right? So we can have a round of applause for all the technocrats. And there was a big event at the Central Electronics and Engineering Research Institute, where Honorable Governor was also there. And I, as a Vice Chancellor, I was invited to attend that event. And we had a lot of discussion and brainstorming. And Honorable Governor also talked about AI, and he speaks in Hindi. So he said, Kratrim Buddhimat. Right. So probably we'll have to use AI to find out the real Hindi or real English of that. So AI is a branch of computer science that deals with the creation of intelligent agents. Who are the agents? Agents are basically assistants. So we had TAs and RS. Now we have agents. Okay. With the creation and are systems that can reason, learn, and act autonomously. Okay, so essentially AI has to do with theory and methods to build machines that think and act like humans. We have seen this development happening. Industry 1.0 marked by mechanization and powered by water and steam. So that was the first steam engine. Industry 2.0 was assembly lines, electricity allowed for mass production. So Ford Model T was the first mass-produced car, and industrialization started in UK and Europe with big cloth mills being set up. Industry 3.0, computers and electronics make automation possible, but that was not an intelligent automation, right? Anyone here who has seen Modern Times of Charlie Chaplin? Okay, two of you. So my recommendation, the next watch for the next weekend, right? And you'll recollect what I was referring to when you will watch that movie, Modern Times by Charlie Chaplin. So it talks about that automation industry, 2.0 and 3.0 in that movie. What happens when automation happens? Then comes industry 4.0, which was basically at the internet, beginning of the internet era, and advances in cyber physical systems. So everything getting on to the clouds, and IoT coming in, and the network started talking to each other. And that's where some intelligence also started creeping in, and the industry 5.0, which we call as human robot collaboration, customization, and cognitive systems that can reason, learn, and act autonomously, right? And that is what, so there are four levels basically when we talk about AI. So systems that mimic human intelligence. The basic is neural networks, right? All of you are doing your course on research methodology, and I'm sure you will learn about the networks and the neural networks, and probably that is what the backbone of any intelligent system is. Then machine learning, which is the subset of AI, where machines learn from data and improve over time without being explicitly programmed, right? So that's where the intelligence starts developing. But features need to be supplied, parameters need to be given, right? So you are training a worker, and ठीक है, if you have to train someone to do carpentry, तो पहले सिखाना पड़ता है कि आरा कैसे पकड़ना है और लकड़ी कैसे रखना है और हाथ कैसे चलाना है. And after that, after 2 days, probably the person will be expert, right? And then over a period of time, they become great interior designers because then they start applying creativity. तो आपने तो सिर्फ लकड़ी काटना सिखाया था, बट उससे फर्नीचर बनना और ब्यूटीफुल इंटीरियर्स क्रिएट होना वो बाद में शुरू हुआ. And then comes deep learning, which is subset of machine learning that uses neural networks with many layers. So it is powerful for tasks like image, speech, and language processing. So we have been using computers a lot, but most of the times the use of computer was basically input and output, text to text, right? So you'll give instruction in text and it gives response in text, right? What AI brings in is the processing ability for your audio visual things, audio, speech, language, as well as image processing. And there are wonderful applications in medical diagnostics. We here at Amity, we have started a center which we call as Amity Center for Cognitive Computing and Brain Informatics. Now, the center works in collaboration with Nottingham Trent University, UK. And our professors and some of the scholars, they are working on advanced use of brain informatics. For example, I'll tell you one project that they are working on along with the scholars and the professors of UK is that we put a camera in the class, और जैसे ही बोर होके उबासी आए तो वो कैमरा डिटेक्ट कर लेगा, वो टीचर को बता देगा कि लोगों को नींद आ रही है, तो टीचर एक बार ताली बजा देगा ताकि सबकी नींद उड़ जाए. तो एक बार ताली बजा दीजिए. Okay, so I'll not bog you down with more of theory. These are some of the use cases of advanced machine learning, which is diagnostic, self-driving cars, speech recognition, art and content creation, right? And I believe people from all domains are sitting here. So we have experts from biotech. Biotech wale kaun kaun hai? Okay, good. Then electronics, yeah, mechanical engineering wale. Great. Self-driving cars, right? You use AI. Speech recognition. मैडम आप वो कुछ लैब वैब चलाते हैं, कुछ कम्युनिकेशन लैब होता है लैंग्वेजेस में, राइट? How it will function? It will for language learning. I think there are best applications in AI, art and content creation. Our marketing head is sitting here and he knows that how important it is to create beautiful creatives and infographics and all product recommendations, resume screening and hiring. Now, what has happened? AI is writing resumes, AI is screening resumes. Okay. Now, I don't know how the hiring is happening, but the fact remains that 80% of the organizations, they have automated AI based resume screening process, right? So our director HR is sitting, learn these. I know you advertise one vacancy and you get 300 applications. Now, how do you screen those 300 applications? As of now, you're doing it physically. Now, if we have ways and means wherein simply we get all in soft copies these days, so you don't need to scan and convert also, right? And there are tools available. You give the parameters, and in fact, you can design an agent where you can give your parameters. That look at Amity, we value research quotient a lot. So give 60% weightage to research. We value funded projects a lot. Filter out those who have a funded project of more than 20 lakh rupees for an exam. And you can have your own self-designed AI agentic agent, the agentic process developed, which will help you in that. Agriculture and crop monitoring, a lot of developments happening, and no doubt the cybersecurity and fraud detection and all. So what has happened now with the use of AI, text can be responded in text form, text to image, text to video, text to 3D, text to, which is the animation, and text to task, right? So you go to a Claude and you give a right prompt and it will give you a software, right? And the software will fetch CVs also from several portals. That is very much possible. What is a prompt, right? Although I believe all of you must be knowing, just for sake of it, very quickly, a short piece of text that is given to a large language model LLM as input, and it can be used to control the output of the model in a variety of ways. Okay. And prompt design is process of creating a prompt that will generate the desired output from an LLM, right? So as such, though, we consider AI as a genie that you tell anything and it will be done, but right instructions are very, very important, right? So in our younger days and school days, we used to have, yeah, I dream of a genie. There used to be a TV serial, right? Maybe the younger ones, the younger generation has not seen, but there it used to be a problem. We'll give a wrong, instruction to the genie, and she'll do disaster. So that is what. So what are the tools available to you? We need to move beyond GPT and Gemini and Perplexity and Grok, but at the same time, there are a lot of tools. So these are some examples. Generate Chat GPT, Claude. So it is basically text to text is good. Right. For example, write a letter from a time traveling grandmother to her granddaughter in 2050. Then text to image, DAL.E, mid journey, stable diffusion, a peaceful beach with palm trees during a beautiful sunset, and it will generate images. Okay. Image to image, enhance or transform the existing image. So Adobe Firefly, Runway, ML, stable diffusion. Then we have image to text, which is describe the content of images in words. Google Cloud Vision, Azure OCR, GPT-4 does that, converts spoken words into written text. Okay, so Google STT. For Google, I'll be giving some demonstrations very quickly. Then we have 11 labs, generate music, voice, sound effect, play.ht, Google Audio LM. Then create video from content from text prompts, Runway, Gen 2, Pika Labs, Synthesia. There are some examples also of the prompts. And then multimodal AI, which is combine multiple modes like text, image, audio in a single system, GPT-4 multimodal, Gemini 1.5, Perplexity AI. The versions keeps on changing, as I said. A student asks questions via text and the AI respond with voice explanation and animated chart. Okay, so now how to create prompts? As the junior faculty said, go and ask AI. So I asked AI, tell me how to create prompts also. So these are the prompt generation engines that are available. Prompt Hero, Flow GPT. So you can tell that, okay, I need to give a prompt to Gemini, give me a right prompt based on the algorithm that Gemini uses and the language and customization that Gemini has, different from Perplexity or different from Grok. Okay, so these are some of the tools. I'll not go into detail. Okay, there are a lot of, how many of you use Google Scholar? Okay, good. So how many of you have used Google Scholar PDF reader? Only three. Okay, four, right? I'm not able to have a look at the online, but PPT share? No, not now. Right. Okay. How many of you have used rapid journal quality check? Okay. Only one. Good. How many of you have used Scholar Spots? No one. Okay. How many of you have used Notebook LM? Okay. Good. Good. Okay. So let me. And how many of you have used Google Scholar Labs? Google Scholar Labs. Okay, three, four things. So, these are not exactly AI. These are basically AI based applications that are useful for us as teachers, as researchers, right? As publishers. And there are wonderful functionalities which are available. So probably I would like to open screen sharing kar do, Google. So I'll tell you what difference if you use these two, three tools, it makes to your teaching, reading and writing. So what basically you have to do is you have to add these two, three extensions. For example, since I added this extension, uh, and you search any profile, let's say any researcher, for example, if I am a marketing faculty, for me, some of the best authors and publishers are Kevin Keller or Philip Kotler or some other researchers, and I look at their profile, I get to know that what kind of work in the world cloud format currently is being done by that scholar. So this is my work, what I am doing. So I'm writing something on bibliometric analysis. Green marketing is one of my favorite area where I've written a lot, right? So it gives entire statistics. And what you can do is that any scholar, any researcher whom you admire, if you have read a paper, you can add to your library. Okay, how many of you have been using Mendeley? Okay, quite a few. There you must be adding few papers to your library and then utilizing it. But now most of those functionality are available in Google itself. For example, when you start using these three plugins, which I said, you will have. I'll give you the example of this. Yeah. So what happens when you use Google Scholar PDF Reader 5.0? Are you carrying your laptops and all? Why don't you open it and add the extension? Yeah. करा सकते हैं। अभी वो हो रहा है ना शेयर। Okay, so by the time, have you noted down these three? Google Scholar PDF Reader. These are free extensions available. The only thing that you need to do is just go to your Chrome, go to extensions, add extension. That's it. Rapid journal quality check, and then Scholar spots. And if you add these four things, as well as you add the Google Scholar Labs, you will have a lot of functionalities that are very, very useful. So you can see, you can move also that what work is currently being done, what work is year groups, what kind of titles I have published with. You'll be able to connect with a lot of faculty members and scholars using this tool. So that is the first thing. Then library. Now in the library, you can see this Q3 word is written, right? So what is this Q3? This is basically the journal quality assessor. So now for every paper that I will read, right? These are my papers only. So green marketing is a Q3 paper. Complaint handling is a Q2 paper. This is another paper that I read, I liked, I saved it in my library. This is a Q1 paper. So what happens when you are preparing your initial review, when you are preparing your initial proposal, it is very important to refer to Q1, Q2, good quality journals, good quality papers. So you get to know about the quality of the work also. So this happens because of the My Library thing. Then Google Scholar Labs. Now you can, for your research perspective, you can give any query to Google Scholar in the AI format. As of now, if you have to search for a paper, you will give some keywords, right? But it will develop understanding based on its own knowledge and expertise. Here you can give an exact prompt. For example, if I ask Scholar that most cited authors on green marketing from India. क्या हो गया? Not designed for queries. Hmm. Yesterday I found out and it was giving my name at the third rank, but I don't know why it is not coming. For example, you can see find papers from past 2 years about how to determine whether an abstractive summary generated by an LLM is grounded. So, you can give a highly technical question and you get direct desired results, right? Any one of the scholar who has advanced to a stage where you have some idea about your topic and you would like to share that. बताओ राम, क्या काम करना चाहते हो PhD में?
I have to cut the cost of banks, especially when they are doing their marketing and they are gaining customers.
Because it does a lot of processing, it takes time. But this is the complete list of papers. Right. Now, earlier what you were doing, you will go to Scopus, you will type the word AI in banks, AI for customer acquisition cost, robotic process automation in bank. You will give multiple keywords, then you will have papers here. Directly with a right prompt, you have full list of it. Right. So that is possible. And last demonstration that I would like to. Similarly, when you start using the PDF, you upload any of the PDF. One tool that I talked about was PDF reader. So do not just go to any of the PDF that is saved, a research paper that you have read in your computer, open it. Once you have installed the extension, don't open it in Acrobat PDF reader, open in Chrome. And it will give you a lot of insights. I'll show you one paper. You can even highlight while reading and it will remain saved. So after you have, what happens? We read 20 papers in a day as scholars. शाम होते होते पता नहीं होता है कि पहले पेपर में क्या पढ़ा था और आखिरी में क्या पढ़ा. Right? When you start using this tool, look, when you open a paper normally with PDF, no insights are available, right? This is one such paper. I opened it in normal PDF. Hope it is visible. Now I'll open it with I opened it with that Chrome extension. Now what I get here is full insights. Here it is the summary. Automatically through your PDF, it has given the introduction, the summary. It can give a lot of insights here. You can directly cite. I click on this. I can take a paragraph. I can directly cite. Copy the citation from here. Each and every paper. So great insights you get when you start using this particular tool, which is the extension of Chrome for PDF read. Now this is AI enabled because it is able to understand and see. You can also highlight. there are tools, as you can see, highlight. So if I highlight it, it will go to the cloud and it will remain saved in my library. And if I download it, so that is possible. And one last thing is Notebook LM. It's a long session. Time is short. I wanted to have a full detailed session, but then all of you have used Notebook LM, right? How many of you have used featured notebooks in Notebook LM? No one? So how many of you are language teachers here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because the language is the host department of this FDP. So there must be something for them, right? Go to featured notebooks and William Shakespeare. Now entire William Shakespeare, there are how many plays? You can see, right? Each and everything is summarized. There is a video available. There is an audio guide available. There is an infographic available. It can generate quiz. This is the power. So entire one course in 1 minute. And now when you start teaching using this, just imagine what will be the impact on your student and how they are, because this generation learns. This is a, 140 character and 40-second reel generation. So they learn by this method best. So you have, audio guide available, study guide available. Each and every play, there is infographic. I can give a command that, I want to create a new play based on one book and one portion. And it can customize it and it can give you the dialogues and the role plays and everything, which is possible. This is the power of notebook. I tried I was just trying to understand the NEP thing, and what a wonderful infographic it generated. It takes a lot of time, but anyway, so as I said, I am just going to give you an overview of, there are, hundreds of functionalities, PPT officer. PPT. So, sir, I'll wind up in 5 minutes. We got late because of technology. This computer did not work for half an hour.
आप लोग क्या कहते हैं, हम कहते हैं बड़े बड़े देशों में छोटे छोटे बातें होते रहते
Okay, so nice.
Enjoy.
It's part of life.
Right. Thank you. So, how you can use Gen AI in education? You can personalize learning experiences. You can generate translation tools. You can personalize the study plans for the student. There are specialized GPTs available now, Math GPT, Chegg, Khan Migo. All of you would have heard about Khan Academy.
Yes.
A lot of free learning tools available. There is a separate tool which is Khan Migo, which is the AI powered. Iris is Indian robotic teacher. So there are a couple of institutions that have experimented with AI robo-based teachers now. So these are some of the tools for literature review, Illicit, Strite, AI-powered writing assistant, Grammarly and Quillbot, ChatGPT and Claude, Hemingway editor, Demo. For citation and reference management, Zotero and Mendeley, EndNote, as well as I talked about Google Scholar plugins. Research paper structuring, Trinka AI, Scholarcy. And in the end, plagiarism detection, Turnitin, which has now AI enhanced plag detection tools, Copyscape and Grammarly plagiarism checker. and you can use it a lot for mentoring and counseling of your students. Akshay ji is a double triple graduate sitting here, recently completed MA in psychology also, apart from one wonderful MBA from IIFT and all. So Akshay ji, आपके लिए ये tools हैं. Personalized therapy assistants, mental health content generation, AI powered diagnostic and screening, simulation therapy training, routine and habit building. Look, a lot of mentoring and counseling is required to be done. 80% of parents tell me that their kids, they study till 2 in the night. I don't know, they study or play games, and they wake up at 11. They don't do breakfast, they go directly to the class, and half of the times they are fainting in the class. Now that is a lot of, so you need to train and guide them and mentor them in building right routines and right habits also. So there are tools available. So using these AI based tools, I created a full activity tracker for my son. And I said, you have to fill in. And after a week, it will analyze that how much work you did for coding, how much work you did for, learning communication skills, how much time entire week you spent on learning something else, whether a new skill is acquired in a week or not. So, these are psychological therapy tools, which otherwise trained counselors would have done. Now, as teacher and as mentors, all of you can also do that. There are still a lot of challenges, right? Whatever AI gives, cross check it 2 times, right? Because every answer they give, in the end, what they write, AI could be wrong. AI could give wrong results. Please cross check again, right? But the fact is that हर दवाई पे भी लिखा होता है schedule H drug, right? Should not be taken without prescription and may have side effects. For reference to side effect, visit our website. No one does that. That's it. Thank you so much. So I'll quickly rush for my next meeting. So thank you so much. It was wonderful. All of you were wonderful audience. Had a lot of patience despite delay. आप ये ऑफिस पहुंचा दें? Yes, sir. Sir, I'll take your leave. Just एक मीटिंग अटेंड करके बीच में आता हूँ आपके साइड अगर आप
मैं लैपटॉप दो दो रूम पर रहेगा ना शेयरिंग करने के लिए
जिसने किया था
जूम जूम सर
मुझे दे दो और भी मैडम को दे दो और भी मैडम मुझे दे दो
This is for you. Nobody should leave. If it's one of you, please come and sit. We are starting our MBA. Please leave.
सर गाड़ी लोन कर भाई वही तो लगभग टाइम पे फीस लगती है लास्ट में सब फीस
It's the FPP. That was the beginning. आइए बैठिए. ज़्यादा नहीं है.
I would request everyone to please be seated.
Okay.
It's going to be a great learning session. So please,
Everybody.
those who have left,
Nobody should leave. ना ये देखना पड़ेगा. ठीक है अच्छी सब बैठे ना. I देखती हूँ. Everybody should be seated. आपको क्या लगे?
सर का लैपटॉप लगाना है ना लैपटॉप आईडी सर की आईडी लॉगिन करता हूँ क्या हाँ मैं बोल रहा हूँ एक सेकंड में रुक जाओ मैं बोलने से पहले एक सेकंड सर का लैपटॉप भी देगा एक सेकंड में
मेरा PPT नहीं, बस मैं खुद चला, तो मुझे लिंक भेज दीजिएगा, मैं बात करूँगा से, हाँ
मीटिंग लिंक शेयर या 10 सारी तो बैठे
बोलिए सर का लैपटॉप बचवा देते
This is the station. And then yes,
वाईफाई है, वायर्ड है,
हमें
So beginning with the second session for today, we have with us Professor K. Srinivas, Head of ICT and Project Management Unit of NEPA, Ministry of Education, New Delhi. So to introduce our distinguished speaker for today, I would request Dr. Manoj Kumar to come over and kindly read out his bio note. Thank you.
तो ये कर
यस सर
ये कर दो
यस सर अच्छा मैं ऐसा कर लूं बढ़ता रहूं
आप उसको वहां से साइड में लेके पढ़ लीजिएगा, इसमें क्या
अच्छा सर
गए तो आप
चलो आप
स्टार्टिंग
एक सेकंड
ये दे दीजिएगा,
छोटे पड़ता है
कोई
ठीक
बात नहीं, वैसे है ही शॉर्ट।
है आप दिखा देना नई मौसम के लिए थैंक यू वेरी मच मैडम it is my immense pleasure that I'm here to introduce Professor K. Srinivas. बंटी जी ये उनको दिख रहा है हमको लैपटॉप सर works as the head ICT and project management unit at National Institute of Educational Planning and Administration. His areas of specialization include e-learning, blended learning, MOOCs, ICT-enabled pedagogy, computer application in project management, e-governance, cloud-based enterprise resource planning, semantic web, and information retrieval modeling. Professor Srinivas is a distinguished academician, trainer, and resource person who has contributed to the advancement of technology-enabled education and digital learning practices in India. He has delivered numerous skill-based technical sessions, keynote lectures, and training programs across the country under faculty development programs, faculty induction program, refresher courses, and orientation programs. Sir has been associated with prestigious national initiatives and institutions, including AICT training, Atal Academy, Pandit Madan Mohan Malvi Education for Teachers and Training, and various universities, human resource, and research development. सर का रजिस्ट्री बंद नहीं करा मैं
Professors, lectures
मैं बता अब सर को मेल करूं मेल नहीं कर रही सर पर मैं मतलब लंबा चाह रहा
of higher education
कर दो ना
कोई तो नहीं
Delhi University, Jamia Millia, University of Hyderabad, Banaras Hindu University, Aligarh Muslim University, and many more. With his vast expertise in ICT integration, digital pedagogy, and educational technology, he continues to play a significant role in strengthening technology-driven teaching, learning, governance, and academic administration in higher education institutions across the nation. So this was a brief introduction of Professor K. Srinivas, and I'm happy to invite him for next program. Thank you, sir.
अच्छा उनसे मैं बोलता हूँ सर और आ जाओ
आप अपना अपना इधर आप मेरा चल कोई बात नहीं, अभी फिलहाल तो मेरा तो चल रहा है परीक्षा लगता है तो मुझे तो वो मैं कर दूंगा, मैं मुझे छोड़ दो उसको मैं कर दूंगा, आप कर देना तब तक मैं कर दूंगा।
मैं आ रहा हूँ यार। हाँ, अरे मैं आ रहा हूँ, उनका लैपटॉप लाया था ना, इसलिए आ रहा हूँ।
I switched on the audio now. Okay. I'm searching my files. Just can hear. Yeah, people are saying they can hear me. Just a minute. First of all, a very good afternoon to all the participants, online and offline. For thanks for providing me the opportunity to interact with you for this. Now its time is 3:37. I'll trouble you maximum up to 5 o'clock. Okay. I really used to trouble the people for 5 days, 6 days. But they never felt it that way because there are two interesting things happening here. Of course, the VC sir has rightly mentioned about the AI and the potential of AI. So what is important first of all, there are three different levels. As a teacher, what kind of changes I'm expected to do? As a student, what I was supposed to do? As an administrator, what I was supposed to do? As an institute, what I was supposed to do? It's not a theoretical part. I'll try to do my best to give you theoretical concepts along with the practical orientation also. One of the important point which I just wish to draw your attention over here is, if I can get the university connection, my net will be much faster, madam. If anybody can help me in this hall, because I'm using my hotspot, maybe it may not be. One of the important point which I wish to draw your attention, which was happened quite recently, during the AI summit, there's a statement by the Honorable Minister. He talks about two things. This Education Ministry pushes for AI-led teaching and learning at all levels by the next academic year. It is a policy matter. By the way, the institution where I am working, the institution name is NIPA, राष्ट्रीय शैक्षिक योजना प्रशासन संस्थान. मेरे नाम से डरने की कोई बात नहीं. मैं तो हिंदुस्तानी हूं दक्षिण से, बट पिछले 5 दशकों से पत्राचार वार्तालाप हिंदी माध्यम पे करता हूं, दिल्ली में रहता हूं. तो कई बार लोग कहते हैं यार पता नहीं इनको हिंदी आता है नहीं आता है. So I'm just telling you on a lighter side. So Honorable Minister said, this is the one. And so why I'm saying we are associated with the policy formulation and policy implementation. So one of the very important policy is AI integration. This is which is part of the national educational policy. The question here is, many people said, oh, 7 days. Is it so? It's not 7 days. It's the 37 days I conduct the workshop. We are conducting the Northeastern region starting from 15th. You know why? We have been teaching. We have been learning. We have been conducting the assessments. Placements are going on. But one thing which we're not aware, AI is encroaching our area. AI is encroaching our area. So at the same time, डरना मना है. तो हम लोग कहते हैं ना, डर गया जो डर गया वो डैश डैश. मैं डैश को भरना नहीं चाहता. It's a part of the game. It's a new thing which is being happening. So what is important is what type of preparation is required. ऐसा नहीं कि वर्कशॉप अटेंड करने की बात नहीं. So often, always I used to say whenever whoever invites me, I said every session must be having 3 important things. Conceptual understanding means awareness creation. Then demonstration of the skills, tools, whatever it may be. And third one, convert the awareness into practice. जब तक हम awareness को practice में नहीं बदलेंगे, let me tell you, no AI is going to replace you, but the AI enabled person. It happened nowadays for the last 6 months, the kind of interviews I am taking from senior level positions. People, sir, मुझे chat GPT आता है. अरे chat GPT आने से क्या फर्क पड़ता है मुझे? And so what is important is how that chat GPT is going to, improve my teaching learning process. And your IQAC and other people will say that, sir, actually we have conducted the workshop. Very good. But what is the impact of that workshop? What extent the faculty members, probably students also sitting over here, I don't know. Research scholars, okay, fine. They are the future faculty. इतना तो मान के तो चलता हूँ. जैसे एजुकेशन में टीचर एजुकेटर्स हम कहते हैं उनको. So view people, so what you have learned and what is the plan of action? How you want to improve yourself? How do you want to impress yourself to about the students? And very importantly, जब तक हम value addition नहीं देंगे, additional value addition, it will be very difficult to ask the students to sit in the class. And यहाँ मैं कुछ बातें as a resource person बोल रहा हूँ. And some of the things I speak as a NAC assessor. And I do internal audit also many institutions. So my point is that it's not so easy now because AI is going to show everything to us. So it's very important. I think we must thanks to the entire the team of organizers. to having such kind of workshop and allow us to sit, discuss and debate and all these things. That's one important part of it. The second important point which I wish to draw your attention over here is, this is the title of my talk. And the title says many words. Probably many people must be thinking that yaar iske andar bahut sare cheeze. You see, simply learning AI is not. As far as AI is concerned, there are two interesting things comes to my mind. One, how to use AI. Second, what to teach with AI. How to use AI and what to teach with AI. So all these things I added in this one. So what type of a class we are looking for? When AI is already there, are we going to teach the same old fashion? They don't like it. So I have shown you one more important point. This platform, this is professorksrinivas.in, is my virtual classroom for my students, which is active for the last 18 years. Because whatever the expectation you want to do it, not because of the computer science background. I have not done this. Because my learners in my classroom, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट वाली बात है क्लासरूम को सुधारो. ये मत समझो कि सब लोग हाँ जी गुडी गुडी हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ जी करके बोलेंगे. बहुत लोगों को बहुत कुछ नहीं आता इस देश में. I have slow learners in my class. I have average learners in my class. I have gifted learners in my class. How to support them? 1 घंटे की क्लास में, अरे आप हमारे तो 2.5 घंटे की क्लास होता है. 2.5 घंटे के क्लास में भी बहुत सारी चीजें हो नहीं पा रहा. One is concept to understanding, basic level, advanced level, application level, concept, idea, skill, and task. And when the slow learners are there, भाषा एक सबसे बड़ा जरिया है इस देश में. मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ भाषा एक अपने भावनाओं को प्रकट करने के लिए भाषा एक जरिया है. अभी पीछे की किसी वर्कशॉप में 4-5 दिन पहले की बात है, ऑनलाइन वर्कशॉप में ये मजाक बात, तो मैंने भावनाओं को प्रकट करने के लिए कहा था. एंड सडनली somebody said, सर ये भावना कौन है? मैंने कहा था भैया भावना नहीं है, अननेसेसरी में मुसीबत में पड़ जाऊंगा. भावनाएं. ओके सर, ओके सर. The point is that's what we said. Teacher must be a good communicator. Verbal, non-verbal. Our language teachers knows better than that. So apart from these two things, okay, mother tongue, other tongue, now we have a new tongue like AI tongue. If you do not know it, and if you do not know how to apply in your classroom, how to apply in your research, लोग ऐसे देखेंगे यार इस बंदे को कुछ भी नहीं आता है. मतलब ये सुनने की जरूरत तो है ही नहीं. But actually we had to make the beginning right now. One of the very important questions people used to ask me. Other day, my wife's friend called me. She's been in a teaching for quite some time. एक दिन फोन किया कि रात को 9 बजे करीब. मैंने कहा भाभी सब ठीक ठाक है, खैरियत तो है? हाँ भैया खैरियत तो है. यार ये एआई क्या होता है भैया? मैंने कहा था क्यों इतने परेशान हो जाते हो? मैं हूं ना समझाने के लिए. भैया अभी मैं खाना वाना खा चुकी हूँ, बर्तन वर्तन हो गया. Can you tell me one little later? Tell me 1 hour I took a class for her. And she was so much frightened. भैया पता नहीं ये भी कह रहे वो भी कह रहे. अब एक मंत्रालय भी स्टार्टिंग, आईआईटी से एक और वर्कशॉप भी गोइंग टू स्टार्ट. What are the things we need to happen? I said nothing. You can do it very comfortably without any difficulty as such. But first thing is, don't forget your basics. We are all teachers. Our main teaching is classroom. Of course, we have conventional mode of teaching. We have online. Online got two. Online synchronous, online asynchronous. We have open and distant learning. So whatever we have been implementing. So what I said, designing and how your class must be experiential, anubhavatmak. Because once we complete this topic, we want to know that how the students are going to use this one to get a better jobs, to placements, to so many things. The second point is The class should be learner centric. So I want to know how AI is going to help me in this regard. And very importantly, I wish to say the class must be blended. I don't want to say everything in the conventional mode of teaching. No. Let me tell you for the last, because of the limited time, I'm not throwing all the things, but I'll try to connect it. Last almost 16, 17 years, I'm using a blended classroom. Before I come to my students face me, I request the students to go through the content, resources, means video. But the video is not the 60 minutes video, 70 minutes video, which no student watches. They'll just watch for 6 to 7 minutes, uske baad drop. So the question is, how to make that video interesting, engaging, interactive. So when AI is supporting me, so not because of AI has capability, because I want before students come to my class or before students are going for the internship, before students are taking the term and examination, or before students are attempting the practical part of it, I want to know that let them prepare themselves. Second point, almost 40% of the credit students are taking from the MOOCs courses. We are only teaching 60%. And वो भी करते जा रहे हैं, देख लेना. अगले साल already एक policy matter हो गई, only 50% rates only we will be teaching the courses. Remaining 50% by the MOOCs only. One of the fortunate or unfortunate, so many courses are not there. That's the reason these things are getting postponed. So the point is that unless and until, I often used to say that you prepare and come. So what are the things required? I give a small basic video to the students. I want students to go through that video and come. ज्यादातर क्या उसे 5 मिनट के बाद तो उनका अटेंशन भटक जाता है. और कौन से जमाने के बच्चों को पढ़ा रहे हैं? Instagram Reels, Facebook Shorts वाले बच्चे. So the question is how to make it interesting. So this is my problem. AI suggested one solution to me. What is important is there is a video. I selected the video. And I want, okay, I had gone through the video. Okay, this is suitable for the basic level of understanding. And it is useful to explain the concept and idea better. Fine. But I want students to go through that video and come prepared. ज्यादातर स्टूडेंट क्या करते हैं, बेटा पढ़ लिया, हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ जी. अरे मैडम एक बार ने 10 बार पढ़ लिया. But I want to know whether they have done it or not. So one of the requirement is how to make that video interactive. There are two interesting tools are available, which they are all AI enabled. One is AI enabled, one is to be enabled. So that whatever video you are giving, you can make it interesting. I'm talking about only classroom. Don't talk about bade things. वहां तक मेरे तक तो बात ही नहीं आता है. I want to see festival classroom. I'm saying that everything, whatever our sir has told, all are very, very important. So you can integrate the questions on the top of the video. One of the interesting tool which facilitates that is, let me show you that. One of the tool which is very popular and to make the things interesting is ED puzzle. They call it as Ed puzzle. What is the purpose of Ed puzzle? You can see the tagline I have written. It facilitates concept acquisition through active learner engagement. And these are all my words. It has been said many number of times in our national educational policy document. Not in school education, even the higher education also. So how to create that kind of environment? I'll show you. Don't worry. Because time आपका कम है, वो तो मैं दिखा दूंगा. So this is one such tool. There is another interesting tool which is very popular and make the life very comfortable is Lumi. Lumi for education, where we can integrate the questions on the video so that every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes, and you know as a teacher, you know your lesson plan very well. You know your lesson plan very well. But here actually what happened, everything cannot be covered in the classroom. So some of the activities, some of the resources I give after my conventional classroom are before my class. And this technique I've been using very successfully for placements. Students are going for the placements. So many things are being asked. Subject references. अरे 4 साल की इंजीनियरिंग के बाद बच्चे जाएंगे कहते हैं अरे सर अब डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स तो पहले पहले सेमेस्टर में पढ़ाया अब डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स के ऊपर आई कांट रिफ्रेश एवरीथिंग so there are excellent videos are available on data structures. I select those videos using my research scholars. मैं कहता हूं बेटा इस वीडियो को थोड़ा सा एनालाइज करो सर इतना समय कहाँ है कोई बात नहीं बेटा एआई है ना लिखो प्रॉम्प्ट बस प्रॉम्प्ट लिखना भी आना चाहिए so हमारे सारे स्टूडेंट लेट मी टेल यू on a lighter side two of my students who just finished and submitted their PhD they already got a job in AI based industry in Gurgaon getting around 30 lakh rupees per annum वो कई बार कहते हैं मैं PhD किया था एजुकेशन प्लानिंग डिग्री वी ऑफर and this AI based because every day all my workshop they're associated they have been learning so first point is first one is Lumi first one is Edpuzzle second one is Lumi so what is important here I need a video or text content whatever it may be let me start with the video and one of the biggest problem we have been saying that the moment we talk about अरे सर AI से video develop करो AI से video ठीक है but already non-AI based tools are available like OBS Studio. No need to go to everything to AI mode. My experience, I'm telling you. Everything cannot be. अभी सर ने कहा था ना turn it in. How many institutions are procuring turn it in? Oh, no, Amity is different. Please don't try to compare everything with Amity. Surely, even we have. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying in general. कोई ड्रिल बिट पता नहीं कुछ कोई बिट है यूजीसी हाँ तो यूजीसी हमें प्रिस्क्राइब कर रही उसमें से कुछ भी नहीं होता है no my point what I'm trying to say that and at the same time we are doubting first of all stop doubting the students stop doubting the faculty अरे भैया नया चीज है एक्सप्लोर करने दो ना कॉपी पेस्ट करने दो हम भी कहीं ऐसे ही सीखा बहुत सारे चीज so don't talk about that everything should be done from the day one itself no it never happen but teach the people how to mention the how to refer it how to attribute it how to mention the source then this turn it in 99% business will be gone but it never happens anyway that's the policy matter which I don't want to get into that okay so where are the resources available so the resources which are available under kindly keep the phone in the silent mode if you don't mind resources are abundantly available for your class digital resources I don't know whether in the last cycle of the NAC the people are going to ask you this question or not next cycle 100% they'll be going to asking you so apart from the university resources there are very good quality resources are already available okay so they are from government of India state government national international and we have something called open educational resources which are very much useful for your class okay so what are the skills required look at the skills of course we need to understand the various types of digital repositories number one second we must know how to access the available resources and third explore how to effectively use the available resources in teaching learning assessment and research context fourth one and identify the learner-centric pedagogical approaches to make the resources more interactive and personalized. This is the need of the hour. This is where the AI is going to help us. तो जब तक हमारा मकसद क्लियर नहीं है, what is the objective, and simply learning the AI will not work. And this logic applies for sciences, social sciences, humanities, engineering, medical, law, management, all disciplines. No, it is not applicable for my discipline. And the last one, explore the AI integration in educational resources. One of the important thing I said, my students found a video. My student found a video. First of all, we want to see, okay, the resources are available like this. I'm just skipping these things, so we don't have time to explain. And very importantly, the AI integration. Sir has already covered, so I don't want to touch these aspects. And what type of resources are available? They are ranging from videos, text content, audios, images, simulations, ebooks, lecture notes. And we may use these resources as a like essential reading material, or we can use for additional reading material. Okay. So now what classification is required? Because that is the purpose of the blending. Everything cannot be done in the classroom, and don't do the spoon feeding also. So there are two extreme things I am finding in my NAC meetings across India. One is completely spoon feeding, 100% conventional classroom. Second one, अरे छोड़ दो यार, बच्चे अपने आप सीखेंगे. अरे अपने आप सीखने के लिए तेरे को रखने की क्या जरूरत है? I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry to say. Because they required some support. I'm not saying that everything. And when one of the teacher told me, अरे सर हमारे यहाँ के बच्चे अपने आप पढ़ेंगे. तो immediately VC को कहा था, सर can I write down this one in the exit meeting? Exit report? VC कांप गया. बता रहा हूँ आपको मैं. No. Our job is to facilitate. Don't do that. इसमें से हो सकता है कि सबके सामने आजू बाजू तो बुलिंग ज्यादा है. अरे पता नहीं, सर से पूछने से तो सर क्या सोचेंगे मेरे बारे में. सब बोलो हाँ बोल रहे हैं, वो भी हाँ बोलो. No. Our job is to facilitate. So what I said here, now you look at 2-3 levels. So the resource, the video which you selected may be useful for basic level of understanding, advanced level of understanding, or application level of understanding. तो कौन बताएगा? You. सर इसके लिए तो बहुत समय लगेगा, because I have to go through the entire video. AI है ना भाई? Then you should know how to write the prompt. और समझ में आ गई AI को कहाँ करना है हम लोग. So everybody must know the prompt engineering. How to write the prompts. Prompts to complete. Don't expect that you write the miraculous prompts. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता. Almost for the last 3 years, 25 से 30,000 prompts में लिख चुका हूँ. But fill me, I'm only at the 10% level only. There are people. There are two of my students I'm happy to announce here. One is 94 years and another is 89 years old. They write excellent prompts. उनका सुबह 3 से 4 के बीच में पढ़ाता हूँ every day. हफ्ते में 4 दिन. They write better than. So human mind cannot be, put as the second pedal. Okay. So what is important is I have a video. I identified a video, and instead of explaining everything I explained, I want to give the video to the students to come prepare for the class. First of all, you take a call. Is it suitable for a basic level, advanced level, application level? I ask my students to go through it, my research scholars. But I don't take a blind call, even though, sir rightly said, AI tells me now what need to be done. I never ever believes AI. I'm the first, we are the first 100 people. Chat GPT ka beta mere paas hai. I'm a beta tester for Chat GPT. I got Gemini. I got this Anthropic also. But I never believed it, let me tell you. And many times they used to say that, sir, आप थोड़ा सा rating हमें बढ़ा दो ना. मैं क्यों बढ़ाऊं? आपका rating में मेरा क्या मतलब है? And AI is taking the advantage of our human intelligence, but other way around is not happening. So I never blindly build. Yes, of course. And second point, I don't go for multiple AIs. अरे चैट जीपीटी, मिस्ट्रॉल, जेमिनाई, क्लैडी, अरे यार इसमें से ये सही नहीं है, वो सही नहीं है, इसमें अरे भैया हुआ है मैं टू से ये तो सही है ना। परमपिता परमात्मा ने यही मुझे मुझे बुद्धि दिया था। पिछले 33 सालों से इस देश में पढ़ा रहा हूं। जहां तक हो सके मोटिवेट करने की कोशिश करूं, ये इंपॉर्टेंट है मेरे लिए, नॉट एआई। My point is that I'm not against AI. Let me tell you, I'm national level proponent and trainer on AI for ministry. So this is the second level. So now the question is, where are the resources? There are, I told you that there are n number of resources are available. So I'm often used to give a small activity. Here I don't trouble you because that's what I said. So look at this one. So this is the first task. We want to design an experiential, learner-centric, blended classroom. So if you know it, fine. But second point is here, you see, I took a topic on in introduction to human resource management. Sir, first of all, big problem is, sir, where are the resources available? Now you see, one of the important resource which we all of us can able to do is EPG पाठशाला. EPG पाठशाला बताने का मेरा एक स्वार्थ भी है आपके सामने. Why? Only we have 69 courses are course contents are visible here. People are not coming forward. Next 6 months time, EPG Pathshala is going to announce expression of interest from the faculty members from the various institutions and to come forward to create the course content there. So if you are really interested, if you could able to spend some good time, let me tell you, if our institution grade is good, we are good. If our state is good, we are good. If country is good, we are good. So this संस्था में हम काम कर रहे हैं. Always it should have a wonderful grading. And उसको sustain करना भी. मैंने देखा था A+ जो भी आपका. And it has to be sustained. Then afterwards we should go to the next level also. So for which we all of us put in effort, including students. So for example, if you go to the EPG Pathshala, this is one of the source where you can get the information. Like you can see, starting from adult education to the women's studies, anthropology to zoology, only 69 courses are available. Why not other courses? Because you are offering wonderful language courses. Why don't you people can contribute? Whenever next time things comes, I'll inform all the faculty members also. You people also can come forward. Minor amount only will be getting, but right, getting the MAT Jaipur on the EPG Pathshala website is give a lot of weightage for you. Okay, so this is very important thing. So here actually what happened, let me take management. When I click on the management, already content is available, friends. The topic which I am going to teach is Introduction to Human Resource Management. Simple example, nothing to do with my subject, computer science. But example ke taur pe. When I click on the subject, I have two parts here. One is paper, second one is module. When I click on the paper section, you see there are 15 papers were already written, starting from human resource management, accounting, financial analysis, strategic management, operational management, so on and so forth. If you look at the first one, because my topic is the initial introductory topic, human resource management, you find there are 40 written in the brackets. Means 40 modules were already created. अरे सर ये जो है ना, बस हमारे लोग शुरू कर देते हैं. अरे जैसा भी हो इस देश में वो भी किसी और के लिए काम आएगा, याद रखिएगा. नथिंग इज ए वेस्ट हियर. इस सृष्टि में यहाँ एक आदिशंकरा का कोट में कोट करता हूं. आदिशंकरा कहते हैं सृष्टि में कोई दोष नहीं है, इस सृष्टि में कोई दोष नहीं, अपने दृष्टि में दोष है. भाई दृष्टि बदलो, सृष्टि अच्छा ही दिखाई देगी. So when you find some interesting content over here, try to expose to the students. पता नहीं कौन किसके लिए काम आएगा. Recently one of the IIT graduate, he could not able to explain in a meeting. I was there in the selection committee. He took little time because of some obvious reasons. Okay, so human resource management, when I click, here you can see 40 modules. If you can do along with me, I'm slowly explaining as if I'm doing it on behalf of yourself here. So here you can see there are 40 modules, right? Let me select the first module, Introduction to Human Resource Management. Okay. So I'm teaching a paper on human resource management. So I found out some content is already available. So I clicked on management section, and then there are 15 papers are there. Out of 15 papers, I selected the human resource management, and module I selected. Out of 40 modules, I selected one of the module. Now you can see what is available here. There is something called e-text. 30 pages of the e-text is already available. I need not reinvent the wheel. I can pass on this e-text with some requirements so that everybody can learn, not only the core people. I don't know whether you do it in your classroom. One of the technique which I have been following for quite some time, I logically prepares groups. मुझे पता है उनको नहीं पता. There will be two slow learners, two average learners, and one gifted learner on the basis of the previous internal test. That will be changing a lot. So everybody to contribute to others' development. It's not one can get 100 out of 100, others fail. There are instances that I failed that boy also. We had to talk, we had to go together. Now you know in T20 match, किसका demand ज़्यादा है? All-rounders की demand ज़्यादा है. Who can bat, bowl, field, sledge, all sort of things. Now you see, my point is that everybody has to learn together. Learning from teacher, learning from content, learning from friends. Okay. So here I got a 13 pages of the document. Okay. Let me download. I downloaded this. I'll copy it into my desktop. Okay. MGMT e-text. Okay. Then I have something called Learn More. Additional reading material is available already on this particular topic. Okay. Then something called self-learning. There is a self-learning video available. What is the mistake we have been doing? As soon as we get some good videos, of course, you have one of the easiest way is putting in a WhatsApp channel or WhatsApp groups. Next level is content management system, CMS. Or the next level is learning management system, Moodle or Canvas. And one of the biggest complaint people are saying that, sir, हमारे यूनिवर्सिटी में Moodle नहीं है. क्या करना है? कुछ नहीं करना है. One of the connecting point which I want to say, if at all, if you are interested to work with Moodle learning management system to share the resources with your students, simply open genomio.com. Simply open the genomio.com, www.genomio.com, and register with a site name, first name, last name, some other preferred name, and enter the email address. Within 5 minutes, you will receive a communication to you. Then acquire the skills and competencies. YouTube में simple videos हैं. आधे घंटे में सीख सकते हो Moodle को. Maximum 29 minutes में सीख सकते हो. And start doing it. And one of the important requirement, even for the private university also, start good quality MOOCs courses. Why? By 2035 tak, we should achieve the 50% of GER, gross enrollment ratio. We don't have brick and mortar institutions. Even though we start the brick and mortar institutions also, we cannot. So every faculty will be expected to do. सर उसके लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? 4 क्वाड्रेंट में बना दो. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. जो आपको कंफर्ट लगे, start doing it. This is one of the very important skill and technique and the next level of it. So if you can go to the canvas, you can do it. One of the easiest way to do it, so that you can share the resources to the students and gradually create a site like this, professorksrinivas.in. सर आप वो जिनोमियो में तो रजिस्टर करने से तो abc.jinomio.com आ रहा है, बट हियर आपका professorksrinivas.in आ रहा है. One of the question you may be asking me later. Madam said half an hour for question answer session. तो इसलिए मैं क्वेश्चंस भी मैं बता रहा हूँ, आंसर्स भी मैं बता रहा हूँ. मैंने कहा था कुछ नहीं करना है. मैंने क्या किया था, I got one domain registered. I think this is very important for all of us. E-portfolio. professorksrinivas.in. That's a portfolio I created, paid around 10,000 rupees for 20 years. उनके पीछे jinomio.com है मेरा साइट. That's all. So 99% of my site is free. सर 7 GB में तो ये सारे हो सकता है. No, I have a Gmail account, which exclusive Gmail account is 15 GB. I do everything on that 15 GB only. 15 plus 7, 22 GB मेरे पास है. कई सालों से मैं चला रहा हूँ. नेक्स्ट टाइम जब भी मौका मिलता है तो ये सारे बताऊंगा आपको प्रैक्टिकली 1-to-1. Okay. So the point what I'm trying to say that yes, we have a video now. ये वीडियो है. Then we have text material है. Now we had to go through all these things. But what is important for us is how do I analyze this video? इतना समय हमारे पास नहीं है. So one of the option the AI is going to, everybody has to learn is prompt engineering. Okay. So I don't want to take that much time here. So I just want to show something fun, some interesting prompts I want to show you.
Excuse me, sir. May I please connect your laptop with a charger? Actually, the battery is about to die.
Dice poch, green one. Thanks, ma'am.
Please, sir.
मैडम मैं सारे कुछ करता हूँ. मुझे कुछ हेल्प की वजह से तो जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. मैंने सेशन भी स्टार्ट किया था विच माय ओन. आप इसको कर लीजिए. ठीक है, इतना आ जाएगा यहाँ से. ऑन कर दीजिए. Hope it is not going to die.
Yes, sir.
No.
Thank you.
Thank God. It won't die. So let me show you some of the interesting prompts which I want to, So let me show you one by one. In a day-to-day life, where the AI is going to help me. Okay. One of the very important thing is we have a video. It's charging more and okay. We have a video and I should know how to summarize that video. So for which you should know, you should write the appropriate prompt. This can be from, you can use this one for the chat GPT, Gemini, Grok, Copilot, Claude. One thing please keep in mind. If you are using a paid version, because I think for example in NEPA, we have been using Google, we associated with Google from long. So as soon as Google brought the AI products and our subscription has been changed to pro version, Google Gemini, Notebook LM, Wits and कई सारे हैं. इतना ही 3-4 चीजें यूज कर रहे हैं हम लोग. But people like me, सर म्यूट कर लीजिएगा जो भी एक्सेस कर रहे हैं. And people like me, I'm using Go and Pro version of ChatGPT also because for my research I required this. Okay. So what is important is I never try to do a comparative statement. Please don't do that mistake. No two AI, large language models or AI platforms will give you. So what is the first prompt? Okay. And here there's a role. Okay. And I just want to show one more interesting thing is about there are various roles the AI is providing for us. So when we write a prompt, first of all, you start with already a classification has been done with it. Are you looking for academic and scholarly roles? Like you may say that act as a professor, act as a senior professor, okay, act as a PhD examiner. So whatever the roles which is already there within the PhD examiner, and you will get the benefit out of it. कई बार हम लोग लिखते हैं मेरा पीएचडी करो, बेचारे क्यों चैट जीपीटी में ऐसे लोग लिखते हैं, ऐसा होता नहीं है. Maybe in a later side, I'm telling you that's not the case as such. You can see there are various roles are there. Research and analytical roles are there. Teaching and training roles, professional industry roles, AI and technology roles, cognitive and creative roles, and so many roles are there. Okay. So the question here is, now when I write, you see what I have written, how I have written. First of all, act as a professor. Summarize this YouTube video in bulleted points, highlighting the key takeaways, main topics covered, and any actionable insights. Keep it concise and structured in 3 bulleted points. You see, I think this is important when we write the prompt. Many times we expect that, अरे यार सबको सामने वाले को समझ में आ जाता है. अब सामने वाले को समझ में आए ना आए, आपको जिस तरीके से बताना है बताना है. Please make a point, especially with the AI platform. Okay, so then what is important to me? What is important is teaching application. So when I get some output, how this is going to be used in improving the current teaching learning practices. When I get the output like this, हाँ मेरे लिए तो सुकून है, अरे हाँ यार इस वीडियो के लिए तो ऐसा है. Then you can add more into this. The similar way, we can do the same thing with the articles also. Okay, so I did the same thing over such, and you can see the third prompt. The third prompt is websites. For example, I have Swayam, India's MOOCs platform. Swayam Plus. Swayam is curriculum-based courses. Swayam Plus is skill-based courses are available. So I want to know what about the Swayam and Swayam Plus using the AI tools, website analysis. I can able to do this. No, what I'm trying to say, these are some of the requirements of a typical teacher. And once you understood these things, then you can build up later part. And similarly, we have 3 interesting platforms, AI platforms are available. Anuvadini, Anuvadika, and Bhashini. These are the 3 interesting platforms we Indians have developed. Okay, but it takes time to get getting into this. Many other sites are also, because I'm there in all 3 committees. So if you want to summarize a video, you see, this approach can be used. This approach can be used. Okay, and now, okay, that's the one part of it. Now we have seen the prompt, how to AI video can be analyzed, text can be analyzed, single website can be analyzed, multiple websites can be analyzed. Now there's a big demand which is coming up that teach in a blended mode. 90% लोग कहते हैं सर कौन सा चीज कैसे पढ़ाऊं. Now you see what I have written here. Summarize this YouTube video for its suitability. Summarize this YouTube video for its suitability in terms of basic level, advanced level, application level, then concept, idea, skill, and task. Okay, so keep it concise and structured. So when I write, it analyzes the video. Of course, I intentionally left the role I'm going to give it. Okay, so it gives me. So what is happening once I could able to see that report, and anyway, glancing has been done already. हमने the glance तो किया था. So this is the way this prompt can be done. It's easy to do. You can take a picture of this and you can implement also. That's not a problem as such. Now, there is another interesting part, which is the need of the hour for the national educational policy perspective, is the experiential learning. So, what is this word called experiential learning, which we all of us we know the understanding of the experiential learning. But what is the context in the context of NEP 2020? National Educational Policy. Because again, I'm telling you, I don't know whether your university take a conscious decision or not. Whatever research we do, I think somewhere it should be aligned with the NEP 2020 requirements. Okay, that's very, very important. And recently in one of the university where I went for the audit, I censured the university. अरे कुछ तो PhD कर ही रहे हैं, पता नहीं. अरे ठीक है, पहले तो होता था. But starting from 2020, we have a national educational policy. And second point is, what extent that articles will be helpful for the Indian users, Indian teachers, Indian students. Fine, Scopus, Web of Science, that's very, very important, no doubt about it. But कुछ तो हमारे local लोगों के लिए भी होना भी चाहिए ना. Okay, so NEP 2020 says strongly advocates for experiential learning, emphasizing hands-on, project-based and inquiry-driven approach to education. Fine. Sir, मैं topic पढ़ा रहा हूँ Introduction to Human Resource Management. In Introduction to Human Resource Management में how do we know what is इसके hands-on क्या होगा, project-based approach क्या होगा, inquiry-driven approach क्या होगा. So, since AI is available, you know how to write the prompt, you can create that kind of environment. So that is the way I'm going to show you for a minute. So the same file that is there. Look at this. Yeah. Analyze and summarize the attached article for its suitability for experiential learning. Evaluate how effectively this article/document supports hands-on learning, project-based learning, and inquiry-driven learning. Present the summary in a concise, well-structured format with clear headings and brief evaluative points. Includes one suggestive classroom or learner activity aligned with the experiential learning based on the text content. This is the way AI should be helpful to me. समझ में आ गया? Otherwise, what happens? Nobody will teach. Experiential learning होना चाहिए, होना तो चाहिए, ठीक है. How? This is one point. There is another interesting point. Probably you must have read the 66-page document. One of the very important point is this last one. The policy envisions a shift towards a more holistic and integrated learning experience that connects classroom knowledge with real world applications. क्लास में जो ज्ञान देना तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, वो स्टूडेंट्स के निजी जिंदगी में कैसे काम आएगा. It is the job we the teachers need to do, whether it's a 3 years of undergraduate or 4 years of BTech or whatever it may be. So मुझे नहीं पता इसके बारे में. No problem. Now AI is going to tell, when you write a prompt, when you write an appropriate prompt, system is going to tell how this can be done. So recently in one of the workshop, One of the computer science faculty asked me, सर ये भी करना पड़ेगा क्या मुझे? मैंने कहा था बिल्कुल करना पड़ेगा. When the students are going for the internships, it is our job to train them. When the students are taking the external examinations, it is our job. अरे यार जब जब स्टूडेंट्स को अच्छा खासा प्लेसमेंट मिल जाता है, बड़े बड़े बोर्ड्स आ जाते हैं, यूनिवर्सिटी इज नॉट टेकिंग द प्राइड naturally. So my point is that while teaching, these aspects to be taken into consideration, and beginning has to make in your classroom. Beginning has to make in the classroom. Okay. So for this, I've showed you the prompt. Those who carry the laptops, can you do some small exercise also along with me? Because many people are looking towards me and speaking to one. थोड़ा बहुत कर लैपटॉप ओपन कर लो, एक वीडियो ले लो ईपीजी पाठशाला से या यूट्यूब से ले लो. I think little unhappy that many people have not brought the laptops. This is required. I think don't the organizers told you? No, we should. We should. यूट्यूब का एक छोटा सा 3 मिनट 2 मिनट का वीडियो ले लो, उसी के ऊपर एक्सपेरिमेंट करके मैं दिखा दूंगा. हाँ, with that puzzle simple video also you can do it. Now first of all, analyze the video, write down the prompt. Second point, my style of telling, if you copy this prompt you will get the result. So then what is your intellectual property? This is my intellectual property. This is the way I wrote. So you should improvise. Next time whenever 1 साल के बाद या 10 साल के बाद भी मैं एमआईटी जयपुर में वर्कशॉप करूंगा ना, यही पूछूंगा आप लोगों से, व्हाट इज योर प्रॉम्प्ट, शो मी. आपने कितने प्रॉम्प्ट्स लिखा है? हाँ सर अब तो समझ में, तो आगे प्रॉम्प्ट लिखना नहीं. शो मी द प्रॉम्प्ट, हाउ क्रिएटिव और इनोवेटिव योर प्रॉम्प्ट इज. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, डू दैट फर्स्ट क्विकली. मैं आपको छोटे छोटे 2-3 चीज बताऊंगा. Because I keep looking at my watch also, it is 4:31. I have only left with 30 minutes time. Okay, so I need to wind up. So, go to EPG Pathshala. In the EPG Pathshala, try to download one video. Video को download करने की जरूरत नहीं. Simply take the URL, some text, or otherwise you must be having a PPT with you, or any video of yours or anyone else that can be done. Any problem about the buses?
Sir, actually, there is no problem. Tell you, nothing as such.
No, right, Chief. No, if there is a problem because of me, I think I'll wind up. Please. Okay, so using this simple prompt, you could able to find out the details. Like, I will kindly keep the phone in a silent mode. Please phone को silent mode में रख लीजिएगा. Okay, it's not only helps you, helps others also. हाँ, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का, माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी का फोन आ जाता है तो जरूर उठाइएगा, तो बहुत जरूरी है. आजकल तो किसी के साथ फोन भी आ सकता है. Okay.
Most of the time when we are loading the links of YouTube, I have done it many times. So it's not that I have to follow the step-by-step process of creating a prompt. But what I do is that ChatGPT is like a friend of mine now. So I tell him कि यार इस दिक्कत में हूँ और ये वीडियो है, इसको अच्छे से मुझे I create videos for marketing, and there are some SMEs for which I create videos. I give them in a free way. Google Flow is there, everything. So I don't follow the steps of creating prompt, but I tell him कि मुझे ये सारी चीजें चाहिए, and he himself create a prompt. What I do is that I know Gemini is good in creating images, so I create prompts from ChatGPT and I give it to Gemini. तो बट कई बार ऐसा होता है कि ये YouTube के लिंक्स नहीं लेता है, तो that's what I ask.
वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, अभी देखिए आपने एक्सपेरिमेंट कई सारे किया था. Because when we are learning something A, B, C, D, okay, literacy, numeracy बताते हैं ना, this is AI literacy. Okay, this is a prompt literacy. So when we are starting something new, this is the way. Second point you rightly asked, and prompt writing is a art, is a art and science. Whatever way you write it, but ultimately what happened? I am a teacher. And on which capacity you ask me this question, I don't know. Because when I teach in a classroom where 80 students are there, and I want to see that whatever things which is coming is helpful for all 80, not few of them. So I often used to say that this is one approach. I think whether you heard it or not. I ask the students to, my participants to take this prompt, execute it. But when you get the marks, when you share your prompt, which is different from this, and get the better results. That's what the IIT Delhi is following, and we are also following. मैं कहता हूँ आप स्टूडेंट कहते हैं सर चैट जीपीटी से तो मैं उठा रहा हूँ, मैंने कोई बात नहीं बेटा, चैट जीपीटी से कुछ भी करो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, बट गिव मी अ प्रॉम्प्ट. I want going to cross check with that. That prompt should be creative. Now I want going to judge it whether creative or innovative. Number one. Now coming to the YouTube. When we upload the YouTube content to the YouTube, there are 6 important things one should keep in mind. Number one, privacy, public, private, unlisted. Second, if you put in public, keywords has to be entered. Okay, private, unlisted, इसमें होता नहीं है. Number 3, the channel. You want to use the license. Sorry, license means one is YouTube standard license. Second one is the Creative Commons license. Number 4, channels. There are categories are there. Like there are 16 categories are there. Our video should be under education. Embedding, yes or no. Comments, yes or no. These are the 6 points. But along with these 6 points, one more point which is not visible there is some videos, even though they are public, they are putting a tick mark nowadays, so that the AI platform cannot able to read it. But I am not in favor of that, because when we are talking about boundaryless universities, boundaryless many things, I don't know, but at the same time I respect the individual's requirement, because individual, when he uploads something, they want to earn. But I said everything cannot be in earning mode. So that point also has been tick marked. So some of the videos are only working, some videos are not working because of that reason only. That reason. Okay. So analysis part is this. The next one, which is little interesting to all of us, is the Edpuzzle part. Okay. The Edpuzzle, we all know, is a tool which facilitates the concept acquisition through active learning engagement. And as far as the Edpuzzle is concerned, I'll take that simple video, I'll be taking it, so that I'll make it little quickly to demonstrate the process to you. Okay. So it's a simple 3-stage process. You can register for this. Okay. So first of all, how to use the Edpuzzle? When we open the tool called edpuzzle.com, and you need to sign up as a teacher, number one. Then you need to sign up as a teacher. Since in my case, I have already signed up. I click on, and it shows there are 3 types of integrators are there. You can use with your existing Gmail account, you can create an account. Using your Microsoft account, you can create. If you don't want to do these two things, you can create a separate account in the database of Edpuzzle. In my case, it has been already done. Okay. So I'm using head PMU, which is a Gmail account, to get sign up. Just a minute. And one of the very interesting tool, let me tell you. Okay, and we are using this tool very extensively while developing the video content for the SWAYAM also. Okay, so this is about the interface of Edpuzzle. Okay, and I just want to show you something here. There are 2-3 levels which I want to discuss with you and show it with you. I'll just copy this link only. This is the Edpuzzle link. Okay, so the first step is there is a video, and first of all, first time I'm giving to the video, I want to know that students need to understand the basics of this video. Okay, the first point what I did is I copied that video link and I pasted in the Edpuzzle and I click the search button. If you can do along with me, still I have time. Don't worry, another 20 minutes I have. 19 minutes because there is a question answer session which I have not yet started, so you can ask me a question, anything. So now if you see, this is the video which has been imported. But let me tell you one thing. The original video remains as it is in the YouTube. People are of the open opinion that original video ko kya hoga? Nahin. And this is like textbook. We have a prescribed textbook and we go to the class, most of our teachers, we never read the line by line. We improvise while going to the class. The same thing also going to happen over here. Okay. So here you can see, for example, I right now I imported only 2 minutes 13-second video. There is no problem. Whereas if I imported a half an hour video, a 1 hour video, so there is a facility available, like in our WhatsApp, we can shorten the image length. Here also we can do the same thing. Look at this. There is a left bar, there is a left side white bar. There is a right side white bar. If you want the first 5 minutes, I can drag the right side towards the left, right bar towards the left. If I want the last 10 minutes, I want to drag the left bar to the right. If I want, in this video, I want only the 15 minutes, middle 15 minutes. So I can drag both the bars. Okay, that's technique. VoiceOver is meant for your own videos. Whatever videos you have created, you can do it, but not the third-party videos. Now, coming to the questions. When you click on the questions here, so you can see two sets of questions. One is generative questions, generative AI questions. यहाँ तक कोई AI की बात ही नहीं. Okay, and second one is manual questions, manual mode. Let me click and see that whether the system can generate the questions or not. I click on the generate questions and again a pop-up has come. In this pop-up, it is asking me, there are 4. Are you looking for open-ended? Are you looking for multiple choice? Are you looking for polls? All. I said all. Thank God. 3 questions have been generated. 1, 2, 3, 4 questions have been generated. And these questions have been generated using the AI enabled feature of the Edpuzzle. And what is important here? The process is that this promotes the concept acquisition through active learning engagement. So it won't, if you don't like it, नहीं यार मेरे लॉजिक के हिसाब से तो ये क्वेश्चन सही नहीं है, उसको डिस्कार्ड करो. तो ज्यादातर केसेस में हम करते नहीं, अरे ये दे दिया यार, इसको क्यों करना है? This is where the problem is happening. Don't blindly depend on AI. Thanks, God has given a wonderful brain for us. जितना यूज करोगे इसको, ऐसा मैं सोच रहा हूं, थक गए हम लोग, हम कभी थकते नहीं है, बट ये कभी नहीं थकता है. Okay, let me tell you one small instance. Yesterday night 1:30 I reached Delhi midnight, and I was not feeling well. Thanks to madam, she got one tablet also. I am running fever, but फिर भी एक जोश था पढ़ाने का, आपके साथ इंटरेक्ट करने का. So what I'm trying to say that we all must have it, that jazba, PPP mode. Not what is PPP? Not public-private partnership, not PowerPoint presentation. Passion, patience, patience towards the learning, perseverance towards the learning, and that should exhibit. And my wife is telling me today morning, अरे यार छोड़ो ना, उनको बोल देंगे पारुल मैडम को, अब नहीं आ सकते हो तो क्यों जाना है. मैंने कहा था भाई नहीं, मैंने कहा था. रात भर सोया नहीं. And I was traveling with my research work into remotest places of Tamil Nadu, Andhra, and Kerala places also. And सर्द गरम गरम सर्द तो हो ही रहा था. So my point is that it's a body related things, but I'm enjoying. हाँ, गाड़ी में बैठ के आपको बता दूंगा, यहाँ से दर्द होते, वहां से दर्द होते. Just enjoy the class. Please try to understand. Okay, and whenever anything comes to us to understand, keep it. Okay, fine. So this is important. But sir, मुझे तो कुछ और प्रश्न भी डालना है. I know this is my subject area. Okay, simply click on multiple choice and identify the type. Identify where you want to connect this one and create it. Sir, chat GPT तो है ना सर, prompt engineering तो है ना, वो दिखाओ एक बार. देखो मैं आपको वो दिखाता हूँ. लोग बार बार ये भी पूछते हैं मुझे. I'm going to show you that now. I'll make it little bigger over here. See, what is the question I'm asking? Analyze the attached video and generate one multiple choice question with the correct answer key and corresponding timestamp. कोई व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप वगैरह कुछ बना दिया होता तो मैं सारे पोस्ट कर देता था आपके पास. नहीं नहीं नहीं, बट आई वाज नॉट एडेड देयर. अभी अभी नहीं, अभी बात, अभी तो टाइम निकल गया, बाद में देता. जनरली दिस थिंग शुड, सो दैट आई कैन गिव इट टू यू. आप तुरंत एक बार प्रैक्टिस करो, आसान है सबके लिए. जैसे लोग कहते हैं ना, ये हमारे सामने वाले भाई भाई कह रहे सर ये आसान है. इतना आसान भी नहीं है, इतना रॉकेट साइंस भी नहीं है. Okay, so what I'm saying, the question, what is important to me, watch it carefully. The question should promote concept acquisition and encourage active learning engagement, and the video link is this. Okay, so when you click on this, for example, let me try this. I'll show you. Okay, let me use the chat GPT, one of the easiest way. Okay, Control V. Fine. See, so what it says, the timestamp is 2 minutes 14 seconds, and the question has come and it has given a correct answer. But the final call will be taken by the teacher. ये जो इन्होंने जो दिया था, is it correct or not? Is it meeting that expectations, whatever way I asked? So, you see, now the learning objective, everything has come here. So what is important here? 2 minutes 14 seconds. So it's a multiple choice question. I just drag this one. Okay.
Hard to know if students are paying attention.
Sorry, I don't take that long time. Okay, 58 seconds. I click on multiple choice. Okay, shuffle the answers. Single answer question. Okay, so for example, this is a question. This is option 1. This is option 2. Out of these two, the correct answer is this. अभी तक हम लोग ऐसे ही करते हैं. But the process, what is the purpose? I said, this promotes the concept acquisition through active learning engagement. आंसर गलत भी हो क्या फर्क पड़ता है? सही रास्ता बताओ ना स्टूडेंट को. ये स्लो लर्नर के लिए काम आएगा, मिडिल लर्नर के लिए काम आएगा, एक्टिव लर्नर के लिए भी काम आएगा. So here, for example, this one, option 1 is wrong. Option 2 is correct. Here you can see there is an option. And now here you can give. For example, ये सही नहीं है, क्या करना है? Solution. So that he will take up that one first.
Reading the wrong one first.
You are there in the class since beginning. Please. I think avoid asking the questions. I will take it later. No, this process promotes the concept acquisition through active learning engagement, not elimination, madam. This is not assessment. इसलिए मैं कह रहा हूँ. ठीक है? बताऊंगा आपको थोड़ी देर में. So the point is that the feedback has to be given. Feedback means well done, keep it up. No, that is not required here. Well done, next time better luck. No, that's not one. He has done. So while he answered the question, I have given a basic level of understanding. The basic he had given, he's not coming up fine. So you should give the hint to him how he can study. How he can study. Right? So after doing this, save it. So apart from that 4 questions, then finish it. So 4 questions are generated through built-in AI component. Question you generated manually. This is the first stage. My students have analyzed the video. So they said, sir, these questions yahan jayega. So how do you take a call? My previous data, my students. पिछले बार मैंने टेस्ट लिया था. What was the outcome? वो बेसिक लेवल का क्वेश्चन था, एडवांस था, एप्लीकेशन था. Am I explaining concept, idea, skill in task? One of the hint I just want to throw, which I used to do it in my class, is look at this. What is the assessment planning framework? Which we have been doing, all of us, but do it consistently because we don't have a control of the external examinations. Okay, luckily NIPA, we got this kind of flexibility for us. 50% internals we can conduct. So factual recall, very important, but the weightage should be 20%. Conceptual understanding, 40% weightage. Higher order thinking, 40%. Sir, unit 1 में दे देंगे क्या ये सारी चीज? नहीं. Unit 1 में नहीं होगा because we have 4 units too. And unit 1, the feedback meant for the unit 2. Unit 1, unit 2 is the prerequisite for unit 3. Unit 1, unit 2, unit 3 is feedback for 4. I don't know whether you received the document from AICTE. We all of us received the assessment document. We all gave my comments. Especially I gave my very clear comments on this. So what is important for the students? Of course, conceptual understanding is very important, no doubt about it. But what is getting jobs is conceptual understanding plus higher order thinking skills. So here, if you're able to create that kind of environment, fine. Otherwise, you can write a prompt. You can write a prompt saying that how to write down. So this is the assessment pattern which we have been implementing successfully because I teach in 2 levels. In my university, it's a social science humanities. And there is a technological university I teach with computer science paper. Let me tell you that this balancing act is working very good. Ultimately, let me tell you, whether I teach, whether all my students past is not important to me. With this, they could able to get good jobs in a good company. Like data structures in C, one of the important things which I teach, ma'am. And it's very, very important for all of us. Okay. So let me come back to this one. Now here you can see there are 3 options are coming on your screen. Assign, edit, and private. Edit means I have added these 4 questions. Even before sharing with the students or after I sharing with the students, let me tell you the practical scenario. That's the reason it requires little time. I'll just take 2 minutes extra. Before student come to the class, I shared a video, I shared an article, and one experiential learning environment. Recently, it happened with me 3-4 days back. Students read the video. All the videos are interactive. Embed the questions. Students read the article, but they could not able to do anything with the experiential learning activity. चलो मैंने सोचा कि अब कुछ नहीं होगा. क्लास में आने के बाद, so everybody kept mum. मैंने कहा था यार ये वीडियो आपने देखा, आपके मम्मी ने देखा. Somebody must have done it. जैसे स्कूली शिक्षा में हम सबके लिए आदत है ना, बच्चों का इम्तिहान हमारा इम्तिहान है, बच्चों का होमवर्क हमारा होमवर्क है. So I said, have you done it? नहीं, sir. Means there are 3 possibilities. One, video is good, questions are bad. Questions are bad, questions are good, video is bad. ये दोनों good है, students could not able to understand. ये दोनों bad है, students are also bad. See? So they could not able to. Almost I gave 4 days for them to go through the video multiple times. अच्छा यहाँ एक interesting वाली बात है in Edpuzzle. I never allow the students to bypass the video. If I said 4 times they had to watch, they had to watch 4 times. If they sit, अरे ठीक है सर को क्या पता होता है, तो सर को सारे पता होते हैं. 4 साल से सर्वे कर रहे हैं, ऐसा नहीं होता है. So my point is that I'm totally against the policing of my students. No, not at all. Policing of the faculty. But what is important is it's important for them to understand these things and come prepared. Okay, so you can edit it. And private, public, there are 2 options are there. People are very interested to make it public. Don't do that. Let it use for privates for some time. Now, coming to assign. When you click on the assign, you will see the screen. Okay, so it's asking that how much time you are going to give the video. बेसिक्स के लिए मैं हमेशा 3 दिन देता हूं, 2 दिन मिनिमम. 3 दिन पढ़ने के बाद, बिकॉज मंडे टुडे आई मिस्ड माय क्लास टुडे, तो सैटरडे संडे and I give Saturday morning I upload the video. Student has to go through minimum 3 to 4 times. This is only video. After the video there is a text. He has to go through the text. And thanks we have such wonderful AI tools. I don't want to give the 40 pages of the article. And I'll make it so summarize in such a way that, जैसे हिंदी में कहते हैं जोर का झटका धीरे से लगे. अरे पढ़ाई भी ऐसा होना चाहिए, इंटरेस्टिंग, इनोवेटिव, क्रिएटिव होना चाहिए. Everybody cannot. Now, unfortunately, after the corona, we have a corona batch. Corona students also in the class. Corona faculty members. Faculty members भी corona है. अभी मैं ऑनलाइन में पढ़ाता हूँ कैमरा बंद करके. अब आजकल तो ये भी पता चल जाता है कि यार हमारा जयपुर में या बाड़मेर में, जैसलमेर में भाव आलू का भाव क्या है, बच्चे स्कूल से आगे कि नहीं आए, और सासू माँ की तबीयत ठीक है कि नहीं. दिस इज अगेन कोरोना बैच ऑफ द फैकल्टी. माइक्रोफोन ऑन करके दुनिया को सुनाते हैं, खुद नहीं सुनते हैं. दैट्स द प्रॉब्लम. सो दिस इज व्हाट आई मीन टू से दैट. सो हियर how to increase the time. Okay, fine. It starts from 00 hours and now 11th 11:59. Fine. एक दिन का. Then class. किस क्लास के बच्चों को? There are some videos. My university take a conscious decision that every students, every subject, because we offer around 4 masters and 1 doctorate. So everybody should know, every student. But sometimes it's specific. So if I want to create a specific class, mine is, for example, click on create class. So you have running learning management system or content management system, and you can integrate this class with this. जो Edpuzzle के साथ जो भी क्लास बनाते हो उसको इसमें साथ, so that student can submit it as assignment. Okay. Now, for example, I click on the create class. Fine. MAAIE. I can say If you want me to stop it, bus का कोई चक्कर तो नहीं, बस I'll take just 2 minutes, 2 more minutes. Okay, great. So this is I'm creating the details of the class. I've entered the class details and what level. It starts from kindergarten to higher education. And for example, if your subject is available, fine. Otherwise, simply click others. Almost majority of the subjects were covered, sciences to and now class time. Since the teacher has created, ideally students also need to have the login and password. But my experience with Edpuzzle says, don't start with logins and passwords. The more logins you add, student try to create a jalebi. ये नहीं चलेगा, वो नहीं चलेगा, जिस पर्पस के लिए हम कर रहे नहीं होता है, इसलिए better to go with a open. Okay, simply you can give a class code, student can join. Now create the class. Why? Then after creating the class, there are few more tips has to be implemented. Click on the next option. Now you see how many times you want student to take an attempt. Not for examination. Please understand carefully. This is not meant for, this is neither a formative assessment or summative assessment. This is only to promote the concept acquisition through active learning engagement. One of the very important AI-enabled environment which is useful for the teachers. I'll make it 1 or 2 unlimited. कर दीजिए वो आप अपने स्टूडेंट्स के लिए कर दीजिएगा कोई दिक्कत नहीं इसमें That's what I'm saying. I'm a very popular teacher in my class. लोग कहते हैं सर के क्लास में तो यहाँ बस जीना हराम कर देते हैं मैं कई बार कहता हूँ बेटा मुझे 4.5 लाख रुपए इसलिए मिलता है आपका जीना हराम करने के लिए अरे I'm here for that purpose and my students are there with you even though I'm on leave. So the point is that this is how you can create that environment. Okay, nothing is coming in red carpet. Now prevent skipping. If you enable this, no student can skip the video because we are ensuring, we are telling the students that it should be. I think for every course you have an orientation. In my course also there is an orientation. I'll take it for 3 days. Only these techniques I'll explain. I said if I'm there in the campus, सुबह मैं 8:30 बजे आ जाता हूँ रात को 9 बजे तक रहूंगा लैब में डिपार्टमेंट में रहूंगा आप कभी भी आ सकते हो if I'm so almost 70 to 80% face to face but 30 to 40% online and we have a PTM also for the PG students because parents are part of the alumni you know आपके NAC में तो parents को भी बुलाते हो आप I said what is the role you are playing you're paying so much money to the students my point is that if you are confident so you can speak all these things okay so now enable it speed up you can enable if you want fine I can click on assign once I click on assign and I can see you can see 3 options one is share as an assignment I have told you earlier you can connect this class with your content management system or a learning management system okay you can sometimes sir we have a wonderful boards like this smart boards can you show this one in the classroom in the live mode yes possible okay then but I'll show you how the students will be invited there's an option called invite students there's a pop-up will come copy the link copy so I'm opening in incognito mode see when the student clicks on this link how this interface will looks like right Kaushal this is the student's name join the open class okay this is the video I have provided see the moment student open this he will get these options like this there are 4 questions 1 2 3 4 5 questions sorry okay what will happen student runs this there is a poll first question how much do you know about this topic little bit nothing at all quite a bit I am an expert I'll be encouraging the students to re-watch the video before making answer this is not assessment ये कोई इम्तिहान नहीं है. This is you want to learn. I'm just giving a 2 minutes video. Generally, videos are 25 to 30 minutes. So we need to create that culture. Ask them to go through it. If the video is interesting, engaging, interactive, no student will miss your class. Okay? So he will write down the answer. इसके बाद subject छोड़ देते हैं generally. इसके बाद student छोड़ दिया. Okay? However, the teacher knows. I'll go back to teacher view. So parallelly, I'll be cross-checking this information. Right? Kausal has joined the video and 0% only he has accessed. He has not moved. That is a real purpose of AI integration. Whether he has moved or not, then automatically I can say that, okay, sir, आप करते हो क्या जब student नहीं करेंगे despite of multiple efforts? कुछ नहीं. Reset progress and student make a student re-entry. जब तक वो पढ़ के क्लास में नहीं आएंगे तब तक तो इनको हटना पड़ेगा. Yeah, please. So friends, I will stop it here. That's all I wish to say, but there are a lot many things to cover. But let me tell you that 2 things. Technology is an enabler. This AI technology is again a facilitator. But my statement is, whatever the competencies and whatever the features this AI is going to give, it should support the human teachers' natural intelligence process, but not to replace the teachers, not to replace the teachers, not to replace the teachers. Because teacher cannot be replaced. Please, I'm not saying that, अरे यार ठीक है मैं नौकरी लग गई, whatever they way I do. No, that's not. Try to do your best. We are all doing our best. But there are certain things which cannot be compromised. So if you could able to do along with AI to the extent possible, we can do better. I stop it here. And if any quick questions, comments are there, I'm happy to take. But if you feel that बस का टाइम हो गया, अरे यार 5 बजे निपटाना था, 5 से 6 बजे 6 मिनट ज्यादा कर लिया, बात में भी मैडम को दे सकते हो, मैं आपको बढ़िया सा जवाब दूंगा, इससे कोई दिक्कत नहीं. Yeah. I'll stop sharing my screen. Oh, I think the same question applicable for online people also. And the online participants also can ask any question to me, or if you want, you can ask you can write to Parul madam, and that I'll reply to all of you. There is no questions, ma'am. Thank you very much. I stop here.
Of your expertise. Really, it's an eye-opener for all of us. And I think it's a huge learning session. Though the time was really not justified as per your expertise, it would have been extended to a month long, I suppose. But really very grateful that you took out your valuable time for us and graced the occasion and really set the tone for the 5-day National FDP. Thank you very much, sir. And now I would like to invite Professor Parul Mishra for a formal vote of thanks. So nothing formal. Let's go for writing because everyone is waiting. So thank you so much, sir. I think that's a very short word to ma'am. It's also from computer science. Yeah. So I was just thinking that. Ma'am asked me, sir, just